What's going on, y'all? My name's Rob. Welcome back to the Kentucky Chew. Welcome back to my humble corner of bourbon. Appreciate everybody tuning in, giving feedback, and just the likes and the views and the comments. Like I said before, we greatly appreciate it. And today, hopping on to give a quick review. Picked up a bottle back in October. Been excited. Been patiently waiting to try it. It's gonna probably be something unique outside the norm of what I typically buy or collect and try. And so the bottle I'm talking about here is the Penelope. Penelope is a very popular product right now. It is catching a lot of buzz, a lot of talk about it. So this is an MGP product. You know, MGP is huge, and you probably have noticed that a lot. They are very involved in a lot of distilleries, a lot of like smaller distilleries who are needing some more aged products. They will come in and kind of help in that sense. And so MGP products are not something that I typically have gone after. You all probably can tell my profile and what I like to get, but this was highly recommended to me. It was in front of me. It was a good price, and so I scooped it up. Penelope has a lot of different styles and different products out there that you can try, but this specifically is the Penelope barrel strength. It is aged 9 years, and so from what I've read, that was a pretty significant jump in the aging for their products. So pretty excited about this. This bottle comes in at 109 proof, and it has a combination of corn, rye, wheat, and malted barley. It says on here this is a private select, and actually a pretty transparent bottle here on the label. So it's got the mash bill. We've got 85% corn, 10% rye, 2% wheat, and 3% malted barley. So enough talk. I am filming this on a Friday, so we'll do a fresh crack Friday. Should make me work for it. Note to self, started running again. Took a shower before this video, put some lotion on my hands because they were cracking, and that does not bode well for opening up a bottle of bourbon. So, get her poured up here. Healthy little pour for the Friday. All right, so like I said, we'll just do a quick review here. Done quite a few reviews through the year, so if you haven't kept track, I am picking up as many new products as I can. This was released in October of 2023. I've not had anything from Penelope. I do have another bottle on my shelf from them, but I have not opened it yet. So this is my first time ever trying a Penelope product. And just to give you a little more information on it, this was distilled in Indiana and Kentucky. Like I said, 9 year, already read the mash bill. So let's give it a whirl. Start with the nose. Pretty sweet on the nose for me, which is, I mean, I really don't know what to expect. Like I said, I've not had a Penelope product, and with that said, I'd have to do some looking through my collection. I don't know if I really have anything MGP related. I probably do, and I just don't realize it. This is really sweet, like almost like a cherry syrupy sweet, like not quite cough syrup, but it's pretty close. It's a pleasant nose, maybe just like a hint of nutmeg, but I'm not getting oak, not getting vanilla, I'm not getting char, I'm not getting a nose that's like what I would expect with a barrel strength type product. Let's give it a whirl. Cheers, y'all. Happy chewing. All right. Wow. What a pleasant pour. So the sweetness really comes alive when you take that first sip, but the heat comes in. So like I said, this is 109 proof, not too hot. Most barrel strength products, most things that are gonna have anything barrel related on the title, on the label, like for instance, you got this Stag here that's like barrel proof, my Old Forester single barrel, barrel strength. Generally you're thinking higher proof, so this is much lower compared to those. But as much as it starts off with the sweetness, a heat, warm sensation quickly comes in, but it's not overpowering by any means. Well-rounded, finishes out smooth, and the finish really lingered. And that's something big for me. Like, I don't want to take a sip of bourbon and it disappear like as soon as I swallow. And this is the opposite of that. This really sticks around. And the finish, like what came on the back end reminded me of like a traditional Kentucky whiskey. Like just really earthy, not smoky, but like just like, and not grainy, but like earthy, just like you stepped into a barn, but inside that barn, you had barrels of bourbon in it. I'm gonna roll with that. I don't know if that made sense, but that's what popped into my head. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I am picking up a slightly different fruit than I typically have. I mentioned on the front end or like with the nose, I was getting a very strong cherry, almost like a syrupy sweet type cherry. On the taste, I'm picking up more of like a raspberry fruit. We're definitely probably gonna get a lot of fruit in this regardless. You know, everybody's palate's gonna be a little bit different, but if I was a betting man, I think most people are gonna get a sweet, fruity type flavor in here. Raspberries, one that I'm picking up with the note there, but just the finish. I'm really liking the finish. It just lingers just long enough. Yeah, really good. Very pleasantly surprised. I don't think this is too readily available. The one I bought, there were a few there, but like I said, it had just been released. I don't know if people really knew what was there. I've not quite looked to see if this is still in stores. Hopefully it is. Maybe this is something other people can pick up. Tip my hat to it. I think it's a good product. As far as score goes, let me give one more sip just to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I really just want to say just how well balanced that is, how like all the flavors come together. You want to warm up your palate. You want to kind of like do a little bit of a tasting. You start with this, you can't go wrong. Most whiskey products, you gotta kind of take a sip and then another sip and get things going before you really get the flavors. This is just from the start to finish, this is really good, very good. You know, on the channel, the way we rank things, nose, taste, finish, I don't factor in price. This bottle was under $100 when I bought it. I wanna say it was around 70 to 80, somewhere around then. I don't take price into consideration when I'm giving a rating, but as far as the price goes, I'm cool with that. I think that was a pretty good deal considering what things go for these days, especially with new products and you never know. But man, I'm gonna give this a solid 7, 7 out of 10. The nose, it was just sweet. Like I'd like a more complex nose. All I was really getting was fruit, like a cherry flavored nose. The taste was very good though. Probably most impressed by the finish. With that, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I think that's very fair. I think that overall is a good product. This is a dangerous bottle. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Just wanted to give a quick review. Gonna try to get through all these products this year. Keep giving you all some bottles, hopefully to look after and pick up. And if you're enjoying what we're putting out, please like and subscribe. And until next time, happy chewing, folks.